In March of 2026, the Federal Trade Commission sent warning letters to 97 auto dealership groups across the United States about deceptive pricing. Every dealer group received the same letter. No dealer was accused of any wrongdoing, but it was a very deliberate public signal about what the regulator is watching. Those letters went to some of the biggest names in the business like AutoNation, Lithia, Group 1, Hendrick Auto, and Ken Garff. Today on Auto Finance Pulse, we're breaking down what the FTC flagged, what it actually looks like in practice, and what every dealer needs to understand about where this regulatory environment is heading. The FTC's letters outlined 6 specific pricing practices that the agency considers illegal under the FTC Act. Let's go through all 6. What the FTC is watching, what it looks like in practice, and a bit of history of how it came to be. Number 1. Advertising price does not reflect all required fees. Here's an example. A vehicle is listed online at $32,995, but that price doesn't include a $999 document fee, a $500 dealer prep fee, or a $300 window tint that's already installed. Using this listing, the consumer comes in, and the required out-the-door number is a few $1,000s higher than anything they saw in the ad. All required fees must be disclosed in the listing. Number 2. Advertising a price that reflects rebates or discounts not available to all consumers. Manufacturers and dealers offer targeted incentives, things like military rebates, loyalty programs for existing brand owners, recent college graduate discounts. These are legitimate programs, but advertising a price that already has a $1,500 military rebate baked in, without disclosing it, means most customers will walk in expecting that price and find out they don't qualify. Clarity is key. Number 3. Advertising a price that fails to account for an additional required down payment. If the advertised price or payment assumes the consumer is putting $3,000 down, and that assumption isn't disclosed anywhere in the ad, a customer who shows up without that down payment is going to have a very different conversation when they arrive than the advertisement implied. The FTC's position is that the down payment requirement is a material condition of the advertised price and must be disclosed up front. Number 4. Conditioning the advertised price on consumers using dealer financing. This is pretty straightforward. We've heard where a customer walks in to buy the car paying cash and is told that the vehicle price is only for customers who choose to use dealer financing. The FTC's position is clear. If the price is tied to a financing condition, that condition must be disclosed prominently in the advertisement, not in the footnotes. Number 5. Requiring consumers to buy additional items not reflected in the advertised price. This is the add-on issue, where warranty, gap, front-end ads, and items presented as non-negotiable are not reflected in the advertised price. Once they're in the box, they find out that some of those items are mandatory. A consumer who believes the advertised price is the final price and then encounters a $1,500 mandatory add-on in the F&I office is not going to feel good about that experience. And the FTC agrees. Transparency is key. Number 6. Advertising unavailable or non-existent vehicles. Customers feel this is the old bait and switch. A vehicle is advertised online at an attractive price. The customer calls or walks in, that vehicle is gone, or it never really existed at that price, and the salesperson has plenty of other options to show them. This practice generates traffic. It also generates complaints, creates consumer distrust in the industry, and creates the regulatory scrutiny that the FTC is responding to. Oftentimes, this was an honest mistake. The website or aggregator wasn't updated after the car was sold. But to the consumer, it's happened enough where it feels like a tactic. The FTC views this as deceptive. So we covered all 6. What does this mean for dealers? We just want to mention first that, if you did receive the letter, it's not a guilty verdict. The FTC said explicitly that the letters do not allege specific wrongdoing. 41 of the dealers who received letters score highly on independent dealer transparency ratings. Their pricing practices are actually clean. The agency sent the same form letter to everyone on the list. So, whether or not you received the letter, audit your advertising. Ensure it's correct on every platform, your website, AutoTrader, CarGurus, Cars.com. Is the price shown, the price a customer who doesn't qualify for any special rebates, who doesn't want financing, and who doesn't want any add-ons would actually pay? If the answer is no, get it updated. Review your add-on practices. If your store has installed accessories or products that are presented as non-negotiable, talk to your compliance counsel about whether that structure holds up under the FTC's framework. Train your team. The practices the FTC flagged often happen at the store level, in how salespeople describe prices, how F&I managers present financing options, how listings are built. Compliance starts on the floor. And document everything. If you've made changes, document them. If a regulator comes back, the evidence of proactive compliance matters. This FTC action doesn't exist in isolation. It's part of a broader regulatory posture that has been building around auto retail transparency for years. The message from regulators has been consistent. The advertised price must be the real price. If there are any conditions to the customer receiving that price, it must be disclosed up front. For dealers who have practices that will not hold up to scrutiny, the enforcement window may not be far behind. Since the FTC recently revealed the dealers the letters were sent to, we wanted to talk about the pricing practices they said were under scrutiny. This is the regulatory world we live in. Consistent transparency in this area is good for our industry overall. We want to thank you for listening. We want to keep you informed. Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. Links to the FTC's full press release and the named dealer list are in the description below. This is Auto Finance Pulse. New episodes regularly. If this industry is home to you, come be a part of the AFP community. Subscribe and stay current.